Alright, welcome back to the rematch of my game against Fire, Water, Gasoline here. We had previously played one on Boulevard, and you can find that one on his channel. Unfortunately, I messed up the microphone recording on mine, and so it had no audio. I considered posting the raw video, but every time I post a raw video, people will kind of complain about it just being a raw video, and I never actually got around to editing it. Oh well. We actually had played about 2/3 of a game, which was the rematch of that, and this time around the challenge is not to use the squads of our own design, but in fact to go through the list of squads that his subscribers have sent him and play them against each other. The last time I had combined two squads, one of which was a challenge to use 2 drones with no cyber disk. Of course, drones are pretty terrible without a cyber disk. They're basically crappy floaters. But I used them as spotters for a second component from a subscriber squad, which was 2 Deadeyes. We were playing on probably the most favorable map for it. It was Grand Cemetery, and Grand Cemetery has wide open sight lines, and it has this bizarre open back area where I could just hide the snipers. Well, that game crashed halfway through, and so instead we'll be playing this time on the Trainyard, and we've both switched squads to yet more subscriber squads. He's got a 50-point advantage, as this one uses exactly 10,000 points. As a general rule, I don't actually like squads that use exactly 10,000 points because you're pretty much guaranteed to go last, and going last gives you a pretty substantial disadvantage on some maps. But that being what it is, I have a full complement. It is all aliens minus the 2 smoke jumpers, but it's all the sort of deluxe aliens. So as points values tend to work out, there are sort of bands in this game where all your average shooty do something but not a whole lot else units tend to hover around 1,200 to 1,300 points. So that's your smoke jumpers, your floaters, and your thin men. I hear some movement to the left here. It means he's probably running to the first train car on his side of the map. That doesn't tell me a whole lot. And those did sound like sectoid feet. But again, that doesn't tell me a whole lot, because almost every build will have sectoids and or sectoid commanders in it. Then there's your units that are right around 3,000 points. That's the sectoid commander, that's the chrysalid, that's your recon assaults. In fact, those are actually closer to 2,600. That's one of the reasons why they're so popular. But your gunners will come in around there. And units in that 3,000 to 3,500 point bracket, those are the ones that you really build your team around. So this team is built around 2 of those units. It has a chrysalid and a sectoid commander. That means that I have psychic attacks and I have a grenade. I predict the grenade is actually going to be more useful in this game, simply because if he has humans and they're up front, then the grenade is going to give me the opening to make a zombie. Chrysalids on their own are honestly quite bad. In fact, even with a team built around them, they're pretty awful. Their only real advantage is that they are very fast, and so I can get out here and scout, and really that's as far as most units can dash, right? And Trainyard is okay for this. It's not great, but it's good enough because you can find, if you look hard enough, you can find some full cover to hide your guys behind. Chrysalids don't take actual cover. They just stand in a spot, so they actually receive no defense bonus whatsoever for standing in a spot like this. No shield icon, no nothing. Sectoid commander, right, he takes cover, he has 40% additional defense from standing in that spot. Do I really want him standing in that spot? I don't think I'm going to get bum rushed, so I'm willing to take that risk. But it is a risk. Okay. The rest of my group, I am going to do an advance more cautiously, a little conservative here. Just move to the spots where I can even get overwatch and things like that. Why am I overwatching this direction? Well, because there's no possibility he's going to come from that side. Commander goes all in on a floater launch. And if he does go all in on a floater launch, then I will be waiting for him with this guy. Alright, and so I see nobody home. I'm just going to head on. Okay, so at the end of the turn, I have 2 smoke jumpers in sort of rearguard positions. I have a chrysalid up front. I'm not actually trying to attack early with him. One of the tendencies of people using chrysalids is they'll just throw the chrysalid in early. That's about the worst thing you can do with the chrysalid. Chrysalids are always finishers. They're never initiators. If you ever try to start a fight with a chrysalid, then you're going to lose him. He's only got 8 hit points, 10 natural defense. It's hard to crit him, but he'll get taken down very easily by Overwatch fire, especially since he has to run all the way in. Okay, I just heard the trigger sound for combat. That means that he threw out a battle scanner. I still don't see any of his units, right? But I do know that one of them is a hunter. I don't know which side of my formation has been scouted, but generally speaking, people throw the battle scanners over here. So I would predict that the Sectoid commander is not visible. This guy over here almost certainly is, and I think that's what he can see unless it's a multiple hunter squad. Alright, so he's moving up here. It looks like he's going to do an advance straight down the middle. That's the fastest path to me. If he wants to try and pin me in the corner where I don't have room to run away from a stim rush or something, then that's the path he's going to take. I know that stim is on the table for some of his squads, so that's a definite possibility. Okay. And he is advancing something along this side of the map. I don't know what it is, but I will be able to shield scan it with the chrysalid next turn. I fear a little bit for my Sectoid commander, so I'm going to have him go take cover in that train car over there. There's no reason for me to try and initiate combat this early. I need a lot more positioning to be able to do anything with that's a box, right? Yeah, it's a box. With this squad makeup. Alright, so nothing is along this side here, which means I'm not in immediate danger of just getting bum rushed. If I move a unit here, it could be spotted, but I'll have a move to move back. What do we got? Alright, yes. Now, I really think he's got something in the back here, but I also don't think it has enough mobility to move from over there to over here and still get a shot on my chrysalid, so I'm going to consider that chrysalid safe for now. I can't say the same for the Sectoid commander, whom I think is probably in a lot of danger. So I'm going to move him over here. I don't see the little telltale lag that suggests that he's actually been spotted. I think he's moving outside of vision right now. So I'm going to move this guy up here just to cover this rear approach. This guy, I believe, is in danger, so I'm going to move him back, but not too far. And this guy, well, he covered this side, but that's not going to be a useful avenue to cover. So instead, I'll have him here so he can fire on people approaching the Sectoid commander without being in vision of anybody who's running up the middle here.
Roger, I've got eyes on.
Alright, and the chrysalid, of course, can't overwatch, so I have to manually end his turn. The bulk of his forces I could hear on them during the movement phase are back here, except for whatever the heck that is trying to sneak up the edge of the map. I really don't know what that is, and I really hope it's not an assault. There it goes again. I don't know what it is. Actually, it sounds like there's 2 units over here. He just walked across a train track there. It's probably that line. So he's still in this area here. Oh, and the bird just took off, meaning that somebody is over here by the train car. Or that might be the wrong train car I'm pointing at. He's up here. Oh, there he is. Okay. Okay. He just threw another battle scanner. There was a very, very subtle audio cue that may not even pick up on the recording, but it is the sound of a unit being discovered. And I also heard the footsteps from the back, which tell me that somebody was using an action from back there. That is definitely the battle scanner, and he almost certainly intends to approach from this direction here. That also probably means that he can see my floater, so I'm going to back the floater up. I don't really see a need to engage that right there. I don't know if he's just trying to buy space by making me back up, but I don't really fear the people doing that with the floater. Alright, where's the spot I want? So the thing about flying units is you gotta watch where their vision ends. If I can move my vision back 1 square, 2 squares, so that this peak spot is not visible here, I will be able to overwatch anybody who sticks his head around the corner. Not peeking, but only once they've committed to an action.
I will, Commander.
That, of course, I won't be able to do this turn, but I'm okay with that. Again, he's moving up the side of the map there, and he's throwing out a lot of battle scanners. Throwing out battle scanners is good for covering in advance, but it also, you know, means that the clock is basically running on his scanner, whereas I have nothing to gain. So there's really no reason for me to charge anywhere. I really kind of want to hide this guy inside this boxcar, but I'm afraid that the pathing is going to be really stupid and make me jump up on top of the train car if I do that. Yeah, like that. And if I go over here, that'll expose me, and I don't really want him to know that this chrysalid is here. I'm going to take that chance anyway. Ah, damn it, there it is. And the worst thing about chrysalids, right, is I can't even, like, just run over there and finish him on the rest of my turn. I'm basically stuck. And now, of course, he knows there is a chrysalid there. Well, that's beautiful. Time to run away. It's not even a good place to run away, really. Okay, fine. And my turn is not ending. Or rather, my countdown timer didn't end during Overwatch, so I can't have my Sectoid commander hunker down. That could cost me as well. Huh. I wonder why I didn't pick up that Sectoid standing right there. Okay, so Sectoid Scout, nothing bigger fired, probably not a Deadeye back there. I did see Hunter, most likely throwing vision all over here. This could be one of those Hunter Deadeye teams. And he just wasn't in position to take a shot on the, he's trying to move up to get some more free damage on my chrysalid. Alright, now he's just backing up. I'm considering taking a smoke jumper over there just to shoot out the sectoids. Or maybe even throwing the floater over. Alright, so he's coming down the middle here. Knowing that those are all sectoids, I have very little interest in leaving the chrysalid over there. I mean, he got some scouting out, but he really lost on that exchange. He found a 3,000 point unit, I found 2 sectoids, which tells me nothing. Okay, and something very heavy-footed is hoofing it across over here. I didn't hear a muton earlier, but I don't think that was a muton. But that doesn't sound like an average unit either. Alright, first thing to check, no obvious trap standing right there, okay. Then I'm gonna move up and see if I can get vision. Ah, there's the hunter. Plasma hunter. Or that could be an agent, in which case that's gonna hurt. 60% shot, and that is definitely a hunter. I can try this. I won't get a kill for sure, but I can support with some smoke there to make that a lousy follow-up shot. this floater over here move far enough up to matter. Alright, if this floater can get the shot, I'm going to take the risk. If not, then... Alright. Hunters have a 90% chance to hit. I won't need to throw smoke down there, and he'll be risking it. Maybe I can take out his cover. Yes, okay, good. Cover destruction. That makes this an 80-60, and he will now be taking a huge risk if he tries to move that unit. Unfortunately, this guy still can't get up far enough to take a shot. However, I can move up here to support. And I'm going to put some pressure on him because he knows I want that zombie. And so I hope he reacts accordingly. Come on, tab key.
Scanning.
Oh hell, there's another thing. Time to mind control and hope for the best. And the best is not happening. Well, that's unfortunate. That hunter over there will probably get a good shot on this floater, take him down. That'll free up the other hunter to move and take an open shot on the guy hiding behind the barrel. I don't see how this is going to miss. We've got 30%, no, 20% from being in the air, but that's basically terrible, and he is almost guaranteed to die. I mean, you're walking some Overwatch fire, which might not be the best. And that puts you in grenade range, but this is still going to cost. Wait, really? No, kill cam, just the kill. Okay, now you're open and you can take that shot. I wonder if my Sectoid commander can throw far enough to get that kill. If I move up to there, I'm pretty sure I can throw the grenade right in between. I'd really have liked to move my crystal last turn, but that's what I get for talking on a stream instead of actually playing. Also, that only covers about 5,000 points worth of units, which means he's got a good deal more back there. Just running up and throwing stuff at people may not be the smartest thing to do. Whoever submitted this squad did leave one real big problem, which is not including a Sectoid with the Sectoid commander. That would have been a 100% mind control chance, and this would have gone down entirely differently. Sadly, it is just a Sectoid commander, so you only have 3 out of 4 chance, and that 25%. Oh well. I don't think I can move to actual cover and throw this grenade next turn. Alright, my grenade goes that far, and I need to be able to move far enough to make it go here. It means I basically have to run all the way out to here. So we take that distance and add it on top of that, and I think it's just enough. So I'm gonna do it, because why the heck not? Oh, hey look, a Sectoid commander, cool. And I suck, because that doesn't work. Okay. Let's see, 1 unit here, 1 unit here. Both of them are not good at shooting. I also know that the Sectoid commander is lousy at doing damage to psychic resistant units. Where is that other Sectoid? I'd like to pick him off if I can. He has a Sectoid in his build, I don't. That means that this commander is almost certainly going to get mind controlled if I leave him back here. I'd like to be able to get back to full concealment, but I don't have any. And so, what that leaves me with is... I want to be in this square. I can't be in that square somehow. I have to be in all the other crappier squares. Alright, fine.
Cover going out!
And just hope for the best. How does that keep hitting? God. Now, okay, so that chrysalid is dead and completely misused. I really wanted to get the sectoid. I know there are 2 sectoids back there, but they can definitely do 4 damage on him. That will pull their attention away from the fight that's going on down there. Long enough for maybe me to do something about it. Oh, and now you miss. I think the commander's just gonna throw the grenade. That's what I would do. I don't think he's throwing the grenade. Or that wasn't the commander that just moved. Now, Hunter's a pretty good shot, but I don't think he's that good a shot. I mean, that's minus 80 right there. And if he's willing to do that, then he must have some other plan. I mean, he knows there's a chrysalid back there. He's not gonna just move some random low health soldier up. Okay, so let's do this. There's a guy standing right there. Where is everybody else standing? That Sectoid commander still back here? No, he moved. And he's very dangerous because I know he wants to hit me with that grenade. He's probably overwatching. I will deal with that in a second. Do you get vision from that? Yes, you do. Okay. Alright. The grenade would be safer, but I really want to save it for later, and I'm just going to be really sad if I fail 275%. Okay, good. Alright, and that means that this is the spot I want because it covers that range. If he tries to move up, I get an overwatch shot on him. It's not guaranteed, but it's certainly better than nothing. I seriously think I'm going to walk into Overwatch if I do anything back here. He wouldn't just move the Sectoid commander someplace without leaving it on Overwatch, but he'd have to land a really solid Overwatch to kill me. I guess that's the thing. Oh, he didn't leave anybody. Okay, free Sectoid. Why does that Sectoid matter? That Sectoid matters because the Sectoid commander needs him to get an advantage on my Sectoid commander. I really want to get my Sectoid, or my chrysalid over here, but for some strange reason it can't jump on top of these round cars, it can only jump on these roofs here. and so I couldn't jump. Otherwise, I would have been able to jump straight over here and kill that guy. Skeleton suit. He's grappled to the roof. He's probably just going to hang out there. Somebody's using an item. It's probably another battle scanner. You should have 4 on a 2-hunter team, unless they were all on the guy who died. Nope. That sound of somebody breakdancing on the roof there, that's him trying to decide where to throw the battle scanner. No it wasn't. That was him actually just running out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, I guess he wanted that shot, and he was willing to take the risk.
Still up.
Risk is paying off for him, I suppose. What in the world was that? I don't even know how to explain that, except XCOM pathing. Okay, and his last unit's moving up. So, did he leave anybody back here? Where did he actually end up going? He like ran up over the roof, jumped off, and then like ran to who knows where. I really have no idea what he was trying to do, but what he ended up with was totally weird. Okay, once I check that there's actually nobody back here, and I'm not just gonna have a guy like run up and jump on top of me, then we can... No. Mind phrase down, mind controller down. It's down, right? That means anything I do with this guy, it's gonna have to be... with the grenade, and the grenade doesn't even reach him, so there's no point. 45% chance to hit. That's nice and all, but no. He's definitely moving into position to drop some kind of bomb on me. Now, do I think he's going to come from this side or this side? And I suspect he's coming from this side. So I'm going to move up here. Hello, dead guy on the ground there. Feel free to overwatch there. And I need to start catching more people in the back here. Fortunately, there's really not much room to maneuver. I know there's a hunter maybe up on one of these roofs here, but I really need to get to a place where I can do something without just getting the heck shot out of me. How about I see who's up here? Hello? Okay, nobody. And since there's nobody there, I will advance to here. Again, not for cover, but for the amount of concealment it provides. This guy's really way too far away right now. He needs to get back in this fight and be a threat. I'm kind of buying time on my Sectoid commander for that. I wonder if he has a medic in the back. And I'll see that hunter again in a minute with full health. Oh, alright. So there he is. He can see my my guy back there. It's an interesting choice. He could try to take the shot now, which would one-shot him. Or he could try to move. If he moves anywhere but back into that rail car, then he's gonna die. Being a hunter, I don't have to worry about him rezzing.
Incoming over here!
Alright, so he's gonna destroy my cover. So I'm gonna have to kill that guy. I didn't really want to kill him because I really wanted the mind control, or I wanted the chrysalid zombie. that would have been far more useful. Okay, that's what he's doing. He's moving the Sectoid commander up. Is he gonna throw the grenade? No, he's got something else coming up over here. I'm gonna stick my head around the corner and find out what it is, but I know where he's standing. The other one's probably right over there. Okay, so can I put the grenade where I want it? He's on the closer of these two tiles, right? Yes, he's right there. No. Yes. Okay. So I want to catch him, and I want to catch... I just want to throw it right here on top of this. Ooh, I can. Does that work? I think that's considered higher elevation. You know what? This is either going to work or it's going to fail horribly. Oh, it's considered higher elevation. I lose. Well, that's unfortunate. Because whatever that is in the back there now has a free shot, and I'm basically gonna die. 40% cover, I can take a 40% shot here, or he's gonna have something like a 60-ish% shot if he's got a scope. He can one-shot me, I can one-shot him. And you really need to get back in the fight. Oh, well, I hit the Sectoid commander. I guess that's worth something. Alright, I'm gonna have to do this, I think. No.
Roger, I've got eyes on.
Now, normally overwatching in plain sight is a really terrible idea. I want him to have to take that shot. If he has to take that shot, then I can turn this around. If he moves, I get a shot on him. But I know what he really wants to do is move in whatever that other unit was to finish off my Sectoid commander. And his shot back here, I mean, it's an okay shot. Hunters have about a 95 aim or so. So he's got a little better than the coin flip chance to hit me. It won't guarantee a kill unless he uses headshot, and I imagine he wants to save his headshot for something else. Well, I didn't think that was going to work. Okay, well, he has his choice now of taking, what is that, 4 to 6 damage? What? Yeah, okay. That just looked wrong. Okay, so 8 damage crit, and here comes a grenade, so that'll be that. If Chrysalids didn't suck, I'd be able to get a zombie out of this, but they do, so I'm not gonna... Come on, throw the grenade. Throw the grenade. There it goes. Right, and he is standing at this corner right here. He actually can't see this chrysalid, or at least my chrysalid can't see him. Okay, and there goes that last unit, which is probably that sectoid. Oh, well, I could try for that, or I could take out the sectoid commander back here. Given the choice, of course, I want the zombie. But let's see if I can eat some Overwatch over here, or at least see what he's got. Wait, he doesn't... If he's got a unit on Overwatch, it's back there. And I think it's got a lousy chance to finish the job here. So, he doesn't have a grenade, and all I have to do is hope that he does not hit me with something that does 4 damage. I'm sure he'll take a shot. There it goes. He can do it. And it's a hit. Will it be max damage? Of course, it's max damage. Okay. Well, the
Damn it! Missed the target!
well, that was that.
It's inside me!
Alright, and so we are now 1-1. We'll see if we can settle this in a future episode. Thanks for watching. Sometimes the numbers go your way, sometimes they don't. That's XCOM, and we'll see you next time.